Hegerty, 63, has been on the chase since 2010 as she was cast as the first female chaser. The Governess took to Twitter today, and shared she was almost mugged prior to getting her breakthrough role on The Chase. In view of her 162,000 followers, Anne shared the lengthy story in a series of tweets. She penned, "Okay then. It's 2007. I am broke. My washing machine has packed up, so I load a large trolley case with laundry and set off across the park to the laundrette. I pass a stationary boy on a bike, looking down so I can't see his face. Sandy hair, pale and puny, teenager. My first thought is, why aren't you in school? Few minutes later, he cycles up behind me, says, gimme your bag in the next 30 seconds and I won't get my weapon out. Has the top of hoodie over his face, one hand balled in his pocket. My response is something like, I'm not FG giving you my effing bag, F off. I don't say the asterisks. Do you want me to get my weapon out? She continued, me, noticing the balled fist looks quite small, yeah, go on then. He asks again. I dare him again. He doesn't. Then I get tired of this and decide to leave. Wheeling a trolley case, I can't run away very well. So I walk away. Now, it turns out that walking away from a cyclist who wants to follow you is in fact the smart thing to do. He has to go at walking pace. This makes him wobbly. I'm looking at him, with one hand holding his hoodie over his face, one hand still balled in his pocket pretending to be a weapon, and I'm thinking, you now have no hand on the handlebars and you're looking very insecure, neither do you have a hand with which to snatch my bag. Someone didn't think this through. I also tell him I have no money anyway. He asks how I'm going to pay for my laundry. Okay, he may be a little less thick than I supposed, but only a little. I tell him I'm going to borrow it from the laundrette owner. Roger, the owner of Mucky Meg's Wash House. This is the point at which he decides it's not worth it. He wheels round and cycles away, shouting something. That's when I discovered that my mobile was not at home charging, but was in my bag all the time. I called the police to report an attempted robbery. They come storming into the laundrette, thrilling all the customers. She continued, but their dynamism is thwarted by my insisting they wait till my washing's dry. Damn it, that's what I'm here for. Eventually I and the police and my trolley case get into the police car and we tour the local estates. But he's a very generic weedy white boy, and though I've been trying to commit any details to memory, we don't see him or his bicycle or his basement jack's jacket. So the mystery remains unsolved. But the Governess was born that day. Many social media users took to the post's comments to discuss the mugging story. Mr. Medusa said, love it. The most surprising thing is to think you broke and on your way to a laundrette, and not all that long ago goes to show how none of us know what the future holds, and how quickly things can change. Glad to hear the would-be mugger didn't get the better of you. Jonathan Cairns commented, incredible. I cannot imagine having the guts to dare someone to pull out a weapon like that. And has been on the chase since it began, and was named the third chaser on the show. Sean Wallace and Mark Labatt were both cast first, but producer Sue Allison wanted a woman on the show. ITV producer Sue Allison recently explained how Anne secured the coveted role after she received a letter from a quiz champion who insisted she was strong both mentally and physically. Speaking on TV show and Tell podcast, Sue said, "When we got a letter from Anne, she wrote into the team and said something like she realized what kind of character you needed to be because she'd seen the pilot series. And she realized you needed to be quite tough, and she had once chased off a couple of muggers. I remember getting this letter and thinking, come on, be as good as you sound, and she was."